You staying around for the shoot?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to have a chat to Chris about the wedding anniversary plans.
Oh, I thought you already had.
It was a bit embarrassing, to be honest.
Why?
Well, I knocked at the door, there was no answer, so I stepped in. I thought Chris might not be able to get to it. Anyway, I heard noises upstairs. Rather intimate noises. So I discreetly slipped out.
Well, if the noises are what I'm thinking you're meaning, shouldn't be a worry, should it? It's great that Chris and Kathy are getting it together, so to speak.
Kathy was working at the Woolpack.
Then, who was upstairs?
Definitely Chris, and definitely a woman.
And it couldn't have been Kathy?
And I went to the Woolpack to congratulate Betty and Seth. She'd been there most of the afternoon.
Poor Kathy. And all she's done for him since his injury.
Obviously not enough. Otherwise there'd be no need for another woman.
And you've no idea who she could be?
I haven't a clue.
How could he do it in their home? And who the hell is she?
It's 4 o'clock in the dip across the river. There's a shoot on the other side, so they'll take the attention away from us.
Have you talked to Jack Sugden?
No, I thought I'd leave him out of it. I told him I got a bit of business on, needed a day off. I met the time up later.
What did Zach Dingle say?
Not a lot he can say. After I've beat him, he'll keep well away. He'll honour that, it's understood.
Like last time.
None of this would have happened if his son had got killed.
Back in the old pasta for breakfast routine, eh? God, I wish you didn't have to fight him.
Well, I do. It all started because of the bullies. This is the only way to get rid of them. They'll not rest until they've made young Luke's life a misery. And while they're around here, our kids aren't safe, so it's got to be done.
Is there anything you want me to do?
Just be here when I get home. And I don't want the kids anywhere near.
Well, they'll know, Ned.
Dave! Over here. Get out here before you get your head blown off. I just want to tell you something. I mean it. You could get yourself seriously killed here.
Well, I'm going now. I just came to tell you that Dad's fighting Zach Dingle at 4 o'clock across the river, behind our cottage in that dip.
How do you know?
Oh, mate told me Dingle's told them. I'm going to shout him on or what?
No. Dad wouldn't want us near.
I'll be there.
Trouble?
Yeah, there will be if he loses.
Oh, your dad?
Aye. It's on for this afternoon.
Are you going?
Might have to. Keep our Roy out of bother. Hey up. Kim's shouting you.
Yeah, well, she can come over. I hate all this lady of the manor business and all these tuckney halfpenny snobs who probably can shoot anything that isn't beaten up in front of them first.
Just laugh at them, Nick. Take their money.
Sorry to spring this on you, Nick. Would you mind looking after one of the guns rather than beating?
Do I have to?
I'd appreciate it.
All right.
At least they're shooting away from you.
Don't worry, they're well briefed and everybody's safe.
Except for the pheasant. Right, who am I loading for then?
She's drawn number 4, and it's her first time.
A woman?
Nothing gets past you, does it?
Just keep her shooting high, that's all.
You just concentrate on beating those birds out. You could take over Sally Knight's position if you wanted to shoot till she gets back.
No, I think I'll pass on that one. And yes, I will eat the pheasant, and that makes me a townie hypocrite. I admit it.
I never said a word.
I've just had some news.
Oh, did you find out who Chris was in bed with?
No, the council have turned down the application of the dry ski slope. I'm sorry.
What reason did they give?
Too much local opposition.
Meaning Rachel Hughes and a flaming petition, no doubt. I'm going to have a word or two with that woman. Make her realise what a loss it could be for tourism. Not just for us, but for the whole village.
No, my love, you can't win them all.
I hate being beaten. Oh, well. I've got plenty of other ideas for projects. And if Rachel Hughes wants to take me on again, I'll be ready for her.
It's certainly coming along, Alan. Definitely tastes all on its own.
It's because it's not fermented enough.
I beg your pardon? Who's the master brewer here?
And who's master's supper? You're rushing it by 2 weeks at least.
There's no sediment in it.
No, there's too many finings too soon. Let it ferment another couple of weeks, it'll be just right.
Really? Hasn't stopped you drinking it, has it?
It's because it's cheaper than breweries. And nobody drinking this will get fardel.
Fardel?
Well, let's just say it keeps you regular.
Never one to mince words, eh?
You're a straightforward man, Seth. Is it right that Betty Eggleton's going to make an honest man of you?
No, she's just going to marry him.
Betty has kindly consented to become my wife. Subject to her father's approval, of course.
How old's her father?
I daren't ask.
Suppose he doesn't like the look of you, Seth.
Then we shall elope.
Thanks for today, then. That was a nice short day. See ya. Linda? Yeah? In case there's a problem with the mobile, got a number for you. Going away again at the weekend, are you? That's why you've got the number, in case there's an emergency. Going anywhere nice? No, just visiting a friend. Will you not go and watch him?
Maybe, from a distance. But he's not to know.
It's like the old days, Ned. No, in the old days, you'd have it before I was ready.
Come on, Dad. Come on. Get in down. Come on. What for? Go on. Go on. Ned. Smack it. Come on, Ned. Come on, Ned. Go on, Ned. Go on, Dad. Go on, Ned. Come on, Dad. Yes, go on, Dad. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Get in there. Go on. Come on, Ned! Smack him, Ned! Go on, Ned! Come on, Ned! Come on, come on, go on, Ned! Come on, Dad! Come on, Ned! Come on, come on! Come on, Ned! Come on, Ned! Smack him, Ned! Go on, Ned! Go on! Go on!
You're looking tired, Ned.
Come on,
Ned!
Stop them!
Come on, Ned!
It's madness!
Come on, Ned!
Do something!
Zoe, it's not our way, it's theirs. I can't stop.
They could kill each other.
Go on your way.
Okay! Hey, come on! Get up, Dad! Come on! Go on, Ned! Give him some! Ned. Oh, Dad! Get Ned! Come on, Dad! Go on!
I'd have been in there with them 5 years ago.
Never mind about scrapping. We'll soon be having my daughter to fend for.
Come on, Dad! Come on, Ned! Get up! Come on, Ned! Smack him, Ned! Go on, Ned! Come on, he's down, Ned. Go on! Go on! Get in! Go on!
Is that it?
I've had enough.
I'll tell you when it's over. Now you've had enough.
Take it at home, Butch.
Baby. I bet Zach Dingle don't make a fuss like this.
He wouldn't dare. Have you seen Nellie Dingle?
No.
Henry Cooper in a frock?
Go on, you'll see. Not so fast, young man. What? This came this morning. Look at you.
Oi, bless your cheek.
We're to go and see Mrs. McAllister at the school this afternoon.
All of us, you included.
What about?
You know very well. We've got to be there at 3:30, which gives you about 8 hours to come up with a good excuse about what you were doing with those fireworks.
Your back hurting?
Just a twinge.
Well, don't start complaining. You only got yourself to blame. You get no sympathy from...
Oh, Caroline.
Hello, Eric. Hi. I called round earlier.
I went out for a walk.
Oh, I wish you'd told me. I'd have come with you. I love the autumn.
Yeah. So did Elizabeth.
Oh, I see.
Sorry. She's been in my thoughts a lot recently. Do you know it's nearly a year since I lost her? Since the plane crash?
I know. Oh, I wouldn't have thought DIY was your sort of thing, Eric.
No, it's not. But it costs such a lot to have work done these days. The survey I'd organised when I bought this place has shown up all sorts of structural defects.
I have the feeling that I'm in the way.
No?
I wasn't going to stay. I just called to ask if you fancied coming to Frank's party.
Oh, Caroline. I'd love to, but I've asked Alan to come for dinner that evening.
Oh.
Sort of boys' night.
Oh, well, that'll be nice.
In any case, I wouldn't be welcome on Frank's property. Remember how he treated me at the summer fair, eh? Still insists I ripped off the trust fund over that damn painting.
I should forget about that, Eric. It's not worth bothering about.
Yeah.
So, if Alan's coming here for the evening, what about the pub?
Oh. I suggested that he asked you to help out.
Oh. So I won't be able to go to the party either? It's all right. I don't mind. It's in a good cause. He needs to get out of that place more often.
Yeah.
I'll see you, Eric.
Bye.
Bye.
Jimmy. Hi, Eric. You all set? Good, good. Listen, I want you at my place at 1300 hours. Okay? I know. You've got the directions. Right. And listen, do me a favour. Be discreet, eh? I don't want you drawing attention to yourselves. Right. Okay. Bye.
You look solemn.
about Christmas. Well, just after Christmas, actually. December the 30th, to be precise.
Oh, the anniversary of the plane crash.
Yeah. We have to do something. We can't just let it pass.
Well, we can hardly celebrate.
I think we can, within reason. Celebrate the fact that we're all still here. And life goes on.
Sounds like something the committee should talk about.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a couple of months since we last met.
We've lost Lynn. And Alan's not good for much these days.
Kim.
Well, it's true. Anyway, you can replace Lynn.
Who with?
I don't know. You'll have to hold an election.
Back again.
I've aggravated it.
Scrapping with Zach Dingle.
Oh, no lectures. John's been on at me ever since.
Well, if that's the way you choose to settle your arguments.
Well, to be honest, Jan had all but persuaded me to let it be. Then they started slagging our Linda, and I couldn't let that pass.
You going to Frank's bonfire, do?
I've been invited.
Everyone's invited.
Ah, we'll see. How about you?
It depends on Sarah. I was going to have a bonfire here for Robert and Vicky, but she's not keen.
Do you want Chris?
Certainly don't want you. Why are you here?
I asked her over for coffee. Any objections?
None you'd want to hear.
What do you want, Kim?
I was hoping you could do some layouts for me on your computer. Ads for forthcoming events at the Heritage Farm.
Take land?
Yes. Oh, and you might like to know the dry ski slope scheme has been turned down. The council said it was unhappy about local opposition to it.
Really?
Good.
When do you need these?
As soon as you can. Thanks. Well, Rachel, enjoy your moment of triumph.
Oh, I shall. Don't worry.
Make the most of it. Because if you stick that cute little nose in my business again, you'll get it cut off.
Don't talk to her like that. What she did was right. The last thing this place needs is a ski slope. Would have been an eyesore, and you know it.
I see. You're on the same side now.
We certainly are. Sorry about that.
What if she talks to Kathy?
Well, let her. We're just good friends. She's used to you coming round.
Well, I know what I'd think if I were Kathy.
Well, that's because you've got a suspicious little mind.
You know I'm taking our young one to school this afternoon.
You'll be back in time for milking, though.
Oh, aye. How's little un?
She's on the mend. Hospital's keeping a close eye on it. It's not her I'm worried about.
Look, I know it's not to do with me. But if I were you...
What?
Well, I'll give your Sarah a bit of breathing space. She'll come round if you give her a chance.
Do you think so?
Well, bothering's not going to achieve out. I always found it best with my Jan. Give her time, Jack. She's been through a hell of a lot. Best thing you can do is just be there for her.
Well, this last few weeks, I'll be honest, I've been scared to death of losing her. I don't know what I'd do without her. I honestly don't.
"27 minutes. I'll do very nicely."
Nice shower.
Lovely. I better go. I'm on duty at the surgery this afternoon. I've got lots to do.
You'll come to the bonfire this weekend.
Do you want me to?
You know I do. I want you with me always.
You do realise what you're saying? What's happening between us?
I know.
I don't know how much longer I can go on like this. Someone's bound to find out. I think we should tell Kathy. It's less painful than a finding out by mistake.
Yeah, but it's such a big step to take.
Chris, you've already taken the biggest step.
For goodness sake, Jimmy, I said to be discreet.
Well, we are being. Who's going to look twice at a builder's van?
Maybe where you come from, but up here they look twice and then again to make sure.
Hi.
Hey.
The bigger the better, I thought. Vic Windsor's doing the fireworks and the master of ceremonies. Goodness knows what I've let us all in for. Still, should be fun.
Shouldn't Nick be doing this?
A little gentle exercise is good for me. This was supposed to be a wedding anniversary celebration for Christopher and Kathy.
If they want to, they'll find their own way of celebrating it.
Oh, I think Christopher's started already, judging from the noises I heard coming from his bedroom last week.
Frank, you don't know what he was doing.
Got a damn good idea.
Sees a lot of Rachel, doesn't he?
I really noticed. I don't think it was her up there.
Oh, well, whoever it is, you should be happy for him.
Where are you up to now?
Back to the stables, then I've got some phone calls to make.
Anything I can do? Not exactly overworked at the moment.
Only if you feel like talking to the various officers and officials of the Emmerdale hunt.
I'm not going anywhere near the Emmerdale hunt. Or its officers and officials. And I'd rather you didn't either.
Why?
Because the last time you did, it cost us our marriage. And nearly wrecked both of our lives.
And we leave by the front door. Here.
The front? Is that a good idea?
Of course it is. It's a brilliant idea, and it's foolproof as long as you do as you're told. All of you.
Yeah, well, pardon me for asking, but won't we be noticed?
No, not the way we're going to do it.
You are going to share this with us, are you, Eric?
On the day, not before. Now listen. Once we've finished, we split up, and no contact, absolutely no contact between any of you, of any kind. No letters, no phone calls, no faxes, no carrier pigeons, nothing. You got that?
Yeah.
I'll personally look after the disposal of the goods, and when I've done that, I will place a notice in the personal column of the London Evening Standard.
Blimey, the last time we worked together, you used the old Evening News.
Yeah, well, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. Do you know it closed down in 1980?
The message reads, in memory of Tom Baxter, gone but not forgotten, memorial service to be held.
Where?
You'll know when you see the notice. Good heavens above. Now, ivory, it's a specialist item. You'll have to leave me to do that, and bear with me on that. Nobody, anybody that contacts me before that notice is published, and they forfeit their share. Understood?
Yep.
Any questions?
Yeah, well, I'd still like to know how we're going to get in and out.
And you will. On the day.
Hello, Eric. It's me again. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you had visitors.
Yes, I'm just getting the estimate for the damp-proof treatment that has to be done. I bet Frank's really happy to have got shut of this place.
Oh, sorry. It's plans.
Sorry. I wondered if you fancied a drink, Eric.
Oh, Caroline. I'd love to, but I can't exactly leave this lot alone in the house, can I?
And quite apart from the safety considerations, did it ever occur to you that by selling these fireworks you were breaking the law?
No, miss.
Well, why did you sell them?
I don't know, miss.
Yes, you do. Tell Mrs. McAllister.
We were trying to make a bit of extra money for Oxfam.
Oxfam? I see.
The thing is, Mrs. McAllister, he's never done out like this before. Now, I've nothing against the lad, but Scott Windsor is from London, from a very rough council estate, and you know the trouble they have down there. Drugs, stealing cars, muggings. It's no wonder the lad's gone a bit wild. And, well, not to put, too fine a point on it, he's the son of a criminal.
And, our Roy's, he's never been in trouble before.
So you really feel it was Scott's influence?
Well, what, Roy stole the fireworks?
No.
We've told him he hasn't got out to do with him ever again.
Have you anything to say for yourself, Roy?
No, miss.
Yes, you do.
I'm very sorry, miss. I promise not to do nothing like it again.
Anything. Never do anything like it again.
That's what I said.
Yes. Right. You can come back to school again starting tomorrow. But if there's any more trouble, Roy, I'm afraid we'll be forced to think very carefully about excluding you permanently. Do you understand?
Yes, miss, thanks.
Right. Well, thank you for coming in to see me. And I hope your face gets better soon, Mr. Glover.
Oh, that's all been sorted out now.
I do hope so.
The thing is, Mrs. McAllister, he's never done anything like this before. We feel that Roy Glover was responsible.
Why do you say that?
Well, we got nothing against them, but, I mean, they were virtually new-age travellers before Jack Sugden gave them a job.
Mrs. Windsor, the school takes a very dim view of this incident.
Half as dim as I do. I've told him he's not to go out the house.
Can I say something?
Scott, let him speak. What is it?
We were moaning about, you know, not having enough pocket money, and I suggested we should sell the fireworks.
So you nicked them from the shop?
Once we had the idea, I mean, I couldn't change my mind. I would have looked silly. I know it was wrong.
I understand.
I just don't want Roy to get in trouble for this. He was just following me. He wasn't the bad influence I was. And, it wasn't his fault that his mum and dad got thrown off their farm.
What you did was dangerous, illegal, and stupid. But in view of your record so far, and given the awful things you've been through this year, we've decided to let the matter drop. You can come back to school starting tomorrow. But a word of warning, Scott. The next time anything like this happens, we may be forced to call the police, and you'll certainly be excluded for good.
Where?
Yeah, well...
You'll accept my apology if I don't shake your hand on it. My knuckles are still a bit sore from the fight.
Right. The next time we all meet will be on the day. I want you at the rendezvous at 1400 hours sharp.
Well, that's a bit early, isn't it?
There's still a lot to do. Final briefing. The more we go with this, the less chance there is of anything going wrong.
I wish you'd tell us, how do you expect us to get in and out of this house without being seen?
Houdini used to do a trick whereby a group of men wearing white coats would come on stage with a set of screens and surround him. And when they took the screens away, Houdini had vanished.
Well, how do you do it?
Nobody bothered to count how many assistants there were, but it was one more when they left the stage. should be enough, even for you, Alan.
Well, the thought of having to eat with those chinless wonders doesn't exactly fill me with excitement.
You shouldn't let things get to you so much. It's just one lunch, a few hours, and a lot of useful contacts made. It's not too much to ask, is it?
No, I suppose not.
You must learn to take life as it comes, especially now.
Are you trying to say that I had a heart attack because I get too wound up?
Well, it can't have helped.
No, you're right, as always.
Of course I am. I know it's a cliche, but life really is too short, and I want you around for a lot longer yet.
For once, we agree on something.
Eric, anything I can get you? No, I just popped in to see if everything was all right for tonight.
Yes, yes, thanks to Caroline here.
Rent a barmaid at your service?
Shall we say 7 o'clock?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Good. Oh, what are we going to have to eat? Just so I know what wine to bring.
You don't need to bring anything, Alan, and the wine is taken care of.
Will be nice.
Bye.
There you go, Alan. Save your journey.
Thank you, Frank. No sign of Bernard. A heard from Dermot?
No. And no Lynn.
Oh, well, that's no loss, in my opinion. Her contribution to the committee was less than negligible.
Yes, Alan. Shall we leave it for the meeting?
Yes, yes, of course.
Caroline, what a lovely brooch.
Oh, thanks. It was a present from Eric.
What do you think? It's beautiful. Will we see you later at the bonfire?
Oh, afraid not, Kim. I'm manning the pumps in here tonight while his lordship goes out to dinner.
Bad luck. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. Bernard. Shall we go through?
Afternoon, all.
Blimey, this place took a bit of finding.
That's the whole idea. Gentlemen, this is our rendezvous point after we have completed our mission. Safe from the ground and safe from the air.
Well, how much is this stuff worth, Eric?
In the region of £500,000, of course. We won't get anything like that.
Well, this house, I'll have security guards, will it?
Yep. From a highly reputable firm, very efficient, and they keep 24-hour surveillance. Inside and out.
Listen, I can't afford to get nicked again. I've been away twice already. The next time they get to keep me.
No one will get caught as long as they do as I say.
Given the tragic events of the evening of the December the 30th, any hint of levity or celebration must be avoided at all costs.
Nobody is suggesting a knees-up, Alan.
No. A properly dignified civil ceremony. Followed by some sort of event, just for the villagers.
And I think that the survival of that plane crash is something worth celebrating.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be confronted with the memories of that night.
I'm not opposed to a gathering. It's just a question of tone, that's all.
I'm sure between us we can decide on something that will suit all sensibilities, Alan.
Yes, but I would like to reiterate that we three can't make that decision. We should have a full committee for that.
All right. I know this cannot be official, but let's say, hypothetically, who is suitable to take Lynn's place?
Practically anybody. I wonder if Samson would care to do.
Right. Try these on. Come on.
Blimey, that's all I need. Getting nicked for impersonating a copper.
Not a copper. A fireman.
Hello, Cat.
Hi, Frank.
You looking for me?
Yeah. Everything set for tonight?
Yeah, I'll be up at your place about 6 to get set up. Is that all right?
Good.
I wouldn't mind that job. Love fireworks. Yeah, don't we all?
You're coming then, you and Christopher.
I'm coming along later with Alice.
But Christopher's coming.
I think he's coming with Rachel.
He's a lot of hurt, hasn't he?
I don't begrudge him having friends, Frank.
It should be a quiet evening with Frank's do.
Look, whatever happens, I'll manage. You go and enjoy yourself.
Good woman, Caroline. And you're a true friend, Eric.
Oh, go on. Take him away, Eric.
Right. Is that clock right?
Yeah. Yeah? Nearly 5 to 7.
Well, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Very nice.
I know what you're thinking.
Yes, but it can't be.
No?
One thing.
What?
It's too obvious. If they were having an affair, they wouldn't parade around in public like this. Still, I wish I knew, one way or the other.
Ask him.
Kim, if you're ready.
Yeah, sure.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Without any more ado, I would like to ask Kim Tate to come on, baby, light my fire. Oh, and by the way, these lighters are very good value. 90p each or 3 for £2.50. Available in the shop.
I now declare this bonfire lit. Whoa!
Oh, this is very nice, Eric. It's thoughtful of you to have invited me.
It's not a charity, you know. I do really appreciate your company.
Well, thank you. You know, that accounts business, I wouldn't have been able to sort that out without you. Oh, I say, Margot. Oh, we are pushing the boat out.
You wouldn't be able to resist it. And it's a pleasure to share a bottle with somebody who does appreciate it.
Oh, right. Oh, cheers. Success to crime.
I'll just go and check the roast. You help yourself. There's plenty more where that came from.
Really? Oh, well.
Well, I hate to say it, but seen one bonfire, you've seen them all. Yeah. Oh, I'm bored. Can't we do something else? What about going back to your place?
Oh, my mum and dad are in.
Hey, got a second?
Of course.
Don't mind if I borrow him for a moment, do you?
Oh, please keep him.
Don't know how I'm managing to keep my hands off you tonight. You look gorgeous in this light.
You mean I don't normally?
You always look great to me.
We missed the fireworks.
Well, no, they haven't started yet.
See, told you they didn't start till 8.
It's at 7:30, actually.
Come on.
Where are you going now?
Your seat. What's up with Sarah?
You tell me.
Well, give it some thought then.
Right, I'll get back to you in a day or two.
I was really impressed with the work you did for me in summer. I think you'd be an asset.
Oh, well, ta very much. Anything's better than school.
Start? I don't know. Stop pestering.
What are you doing here?
Where is he?
He's over there with Frank.
He'll kill if he sees you.
Swiftly's escaped. What? Oh, no. Have you got one of these?
No. Look, leave it there and I'll sling it on later, eh?
What's wrong with Vic? He looks fed up.
Oh, he'll be fine once he gets these fireworks started. Hang on a minute, that's Jack's overalls, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Well, what? What'd she say? Well, she just made me an offer. £1 million for a wild night of abandoned sex. Wish I could afford it.
Boom.
No. She's asked me if I want a job, full-time, at the Heritage Farm, starting after Christmas.
What did you tell her?
Told her I'd think about it.
You don't want a job like that, do you? Not full-time. Why not?
Well, you've been chucking up school and there must be better jobs.
Yeah,